Good afternoon and welcome to the special council meeting of the City of Casey on the 12th of July. Welcome to those in the gallery this afternoon and those observing online. We only have one report to deal with today, and for that purpose I will start with introductions. My name is Nolene Duff. I'm the Chair of Administrators at the City of Casey, and to my left is Mr Miguel Belmar.
Good afternoon.
And we have our Chief Executive Officer, Mr Glenn Patterson, and we have a number of senior staff with us this afternoon. Mr James Collins, Director City Planning and Infrastructure, Colette McMahon, Director Community Life, Steve Coldham, Director Community Corporate Services, apologies Mr Coldham, and Ms Jen Bednar, Director Customer and Business Transformation. And we're supported this afternoon by Matt in AV and Sharon Lozen, our Governance Support Officer, and also welcome our governance support staff as well. Start with the statement of acknowledgement. The City of Casey proudly acknowledges the traditional owners, Casey's Aboriginal communities and their rich culture, and pays respect to their elders past, present and future. We acknowledge Aboriginal people as Australia's first peoples and as the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we work and live. The diversity statement. The City of Casey is home to remarkable diversity, with many cultures, languages, faiths and communities of worship, ages, LGBTQI+ identities and landscapes, together forming our rich and dynamic community story. From our first Australians to our most recent arrivals and every wave between, the City of Casey welcomes and represents all community members and their respective ambitions to live healthy, rewarding and happy lives. We recognise this diversity as our strength and we aim to share, nurture and celebrate it. Declaration of interest, item 2. I've considered my obligations under section 130 of the Local Government Act 2020 and have nothing to declare. Do my colleague administrators have any items to declare?
I have no conflict to declare.
And no declarations from officers recorded. Public question time, item 3. There are no public questions received for this afternoon's meeting, so that takes us to item 4, officer reports, that being the sole item of today's agenda, which is item 4.1, a supplementary report, adoption of rates declaration. And there is a recommendation on page 4, and I seek a mover for that recommendation.
Yes, before.
Thank you, Mr Belmar, for noting and my omission in noting that we have an apology this afternoon from Mr Cameron Boardman, who is on leave. So we will move and note that apology. So I'd ask you, Mr Belmar, to move the apology.
Yes, I move that the notation of that apology.
And I second that, and I'll put that to the vote. All in favour? Carried. Thank you for that. Appreciate that reminder. So we'll move back now to item 4.1, and you moved the item, Mr
Yes,
Belmar,
I'll move
and
that item.
I will second the item, and I'll invite you to speak to your motion.
Thank you, Chair. Now, this motion is being moved as it sets out in the executive summary for an important procedural and statutory reason, and that is that while the rates and charges for 2023 were included in the financial plan and budget adopted by this council on the 28th of June 2022, the declaration did not include a resolution required by section 158 with respect to specific amounts and specific tables, and that is set out today in the recommendation. So it is being moved for that reason. Nothing alters from the adoption of council and its budget on the 28th of June, and tonight reminds me of the fact that President Obama took his oath of office for the first time on 2 occasions, on the 20th of January 2009 and then again on the 21st of January 2009, because in his excitement the Chief Justice of the United States arguably left out some words. And so the following day President Obama took the oath of office again on the second occasion without Beyonce being present, but nonetheless it put it beyond doubt that he had duly complied with the requirements. And in that spirit, we are also ensuring, putting beyond doubt our compliance with the Local Government Act. And tonight I'm happy to move this motion to ensure that at all times correct governance occurs, and we give Council the proper power to charge and declare rates.
Thank you, Mr. Belmar, and thank you for that historic citation, most interesting. Just a couple of notes in seconding the report, and that relates really to the opportunity for the community to make their rates instalments, and that's set out in the recommendation. And I note in particular the option of 9 monthly instalments through a direct debit arrangement. That might be something that a number of members of our community may be interested in. So no doubt all of that detail will be on people's rates notices. I'll put the motion to the vote. All in favour? Carried. And there being no other reports this afternoon, I move to close the meeting and thank those in the gallery for their attendance in particular, and also those observing online. Good afternoon.